Okay, you can see there we're 118 levels, just under 20 hours in. We're about to try the Shrine of Amana. Which, you know, as I was saying at the end of the last one, is sort of famous for being a real pain in the butt. Now, one thing I wanted to double check. I think I have enough. This is at +3. I had enough Twinkling Titanite to upgrade the hammer. I think I need... Was this 2 or 4? Maybe it's 2 now, 4 for level 4, 5 for level 5. Let me double check. Let me just double check. I want to upgrade it as much as I can, because I feel like, you know, as I said a million times, strike weapons are the way to go. So let me just see if I have what it takes, or at least get the count of what I need to upgrade.
Oh, I'd given you up for dead.
Buy, no. Reinforce. Okay, so I need 1 more. And then I guess I'll need 5. Okay, so I need... Right, so I need 4 to get to level 4, 5 to get to level 5. I assume she's not selling Twinkling Titanite. That would be too easy.
Well.
It's got some extra stuff. Yeah.
No interest. Suit yourself.
Now in Scholar I had about 150 trillion. But here it looks like I've spent them. I guess I could... I'm curious what these get you. But not that curious. So let's head back to the Shrine of Amana. And let's see how this goes. Basic premise of it is that it's another gauntlet like a lot of Dark Souls 2. Now I probably, you know, I think I'm dealing with squishier targets here, so let me get the bastard sword going. I wonder if I can... Alright. Okay, so let's avoid that mistake of just running clear off the edge. Okay, so yeah, so one of the things I've been curious about, you know, I mentioned is like, how's the parity work? So I think we're both, on both runs, we're at 10 Estus shards. So I wonder if that was sort of the design, is like, hey, by the time they get to Shrine of Amana, if they've basically done what they're supposed to do, they'll have 10 Estus either way, and it's just how they space those 10 out. Again, I feel like in the other one they needed to get you up higher sooner, maybe not literally to 10, but they had to get you up there higher sooner because they needed you to be able to rely on your Estus to heal more than you do the life gems, where here, like, you know, we've got 90 as we were talking about in the last run. So a couple things that are going to make this area tricky. One, because of the water, you have limited mobility. 2, because of the water, you can't see when everything jumps out at you. Now, one thing I'm curious about is whatever that creature was. I remember they changed when we're going to the Lost Sinner boss fight. They changed the enemies that jumped out of the water, I thought. Now here's the question. Can we get around to pick up that item? And so I'm wondering if, like, what they did is they moved some of the enemies that jump out of the water here to also jump out of the water there. But I can't recall. Twinkling Titanite. There we go. Now we've got what we need to get this to a level 4 hammer. And again, in Scholar, we've got what we need, I think, to get it up to a level 5. So I'm blathering on about nothing. The main thing is you got to be careful. Things are going to jump out of the water. And also you can fall into the depths. So those are the two things you have to worry about. I'm having trouble seeing where the depths sort of get going. Probably clear if I had a torch.
We knew you were coming. And stopped singing. We are Milfinito. We are here to sing to those bound by death and dark. We will sing here forever, as we always have from long, long ago. We know nothing of the world outside. And why should we? For we will never leave. Do you seek King Vendrick? But what is a king, after all? We know nothing of the world outside, for we will never leave here. When we sing, the little ones dance. The little ones grant comfort to those who bear death and dark. This is what we were taught. Is there anything wrong? Perhaps this will help.
Okay.
This is all that we can do. When we sing...
Okay. I feel like we've exhausted our dialogue. I don't... Again, I wish I were well-versed in the lore. The other interesting thing is, clearly, she was saying that, she was the source of that voice that was singing. And, you could make the argument that, the voice matches the vessel that provides the voice, right? A beautiful voice provided by a beautiful person. One of these days, I would love for them to, have that haunting melody, and then you get in here and it's like an overweight guy with a roadkill hairpiece combed over, and it's just like a hot mess. Just it doesn't match what you're expecting at all. I need to get out of here, so So the other thing to bear in mind is that there are paths you can take to, I don't want to call them hidden areas, but it's a little bit like when you're going to Seath the Scaleless, and you can sort of take invisible bridges. It's not literally invisible here, but there's ways to cut off to the side to pick up items. Like you can see some over there. And I'm not exactly sure what I'm seeing is either a reflection or if it's a... Or maybe I'm thinking of the next area. So I was going to say, this is going pretty smoothly, but I think there's another area that becomes a bit more of a gauntlet. Stop trying to lock on. No, we both should feel bad about that. Might actually be better just to do 2 normal swings than to open with the overhead. Feels like it takes 2 either way, so you might as well get the faster. This would be a good one for, I was going to say for a trap, because it's harder to get out of the way if like a poison cloud or dart start to open up, but and there's a real serious chance that I'm just missing everything here. So now it's one of those things where she was describing how when she sings, the little ones dance or whatever. I'm wondering if like, she's singing for these people, and it's another example where like, they're not harming anybody. They just want to be left alone. Then I come in and murder them all. I'm a little interested what this is. Is it an actual boss fight or just a loading fog? Okay, so this is the part. I think there you can see right there is a bonfire. It is often described as a giant unfair pain in the ass. So, and this is also where you have a little trouble. Just want to get that bonfire to make sure we're set to be intensely frustrated. So I don't know what the right tactic is. One thing I tend to do is I just go for it. Try and kill them as fast as humanly possible. You can see that's sort of a path that goes off that way. I'm sure at some point I'll fall off into an abyss. Probably the smart thing to do is, I think torches allow you to sort of see below the water a little better. So maybe the trick is if I can clear this, you can see the range where they get aggroed is like 25 miles. Maybe the smart thing is clear as much as possible so you don't have to worry so much about torch being in your offhand. Oh yeah, you can. I was about to say, can you light a torch off of that? That's good. Now, is this an NPC? Felicia the Brave. That's hard to tell. See them giving you a little help here because it's a pain. Well, I got through a lot of it. Oh, but you can see it's just, it gets to be a little unruly. Okay, so, alright, we got a little bit of a better idea what's coming, so let's see if we can do a little better. I wonder why those are getting taken out in one shot when they didn't before. I know it can matter, like, if you hit the attack on the exact right spot of the weapon. Sometimes that makes a difference. Oops, I thought that thing on the ground was one of those guys crawling out of the water. You can sort of see, like, way off in the distance. You could probably smash through that or do something. This feels like a trap trying to get you to go around, but maybe not. There are two? No, it's just the one. Okay. What's there is though something under the water. That's okay. Again, I don't know if I've actually ever fought an ogre. If I were to fight, I mean, you'd want to fight it here. But I don't know. Or could you fight it through the door? Okay, so I've still got my bow equipped on this guy. Let's see what I can do here. One oh five's not bad. Maybe can I back up a little? Some of the best ogres in the game, Dragon's Dogma. They're obviously bigger in scope than these. I guess the Cyclops, whatever you want to call these. Keep trying to talk myself into a Dragon's Dogma playthrough. But there's a lot that's fun for it. The only sort of downside is that it has, I think I talked about this in one session. It has a like a city level where all of a sudden you're going to be talking to like 20 different people, and I never know if that's just so slow to watch on a stream that nobody actually wants to do it. I mentioned that's, with Starfield, that was one of the many things I was like, I don't know if I want to stream this because, I feel an obligation to like speed through the conversations because I feel like it must be boring. All right. So I guess in a pinch we can cheese the living shit out of that. So yeah, so there's this gauntlet that we have to navigate. A lot of problems with mobility. And, they have such an aggro range, or whatever you want to call it, that it's difficult to Oops, I need to get behind some cover so I can heal. That's tough to like, so like, hey, can I sort of tag this guy with an arrow? Thin the herd a little bit, so to speak. The answer is not really, because they will attack you from about 20 miles away. So the reason why I'm pulling back is just to get sort of a lay. Oops, that hit me. Okay. I want to get a little bit of a lay of the land here. We've got about... There's one off to the left. There's like a whole school of them, I thought, in front. So there's two there. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Not that it hit me, I thought I hit the roll. I thought I hit the button to roll. But maybe I was out of stamina? So I was like, at least we're making progress. We're not really making progress because we still have to do it. But I am tempted to at least bust out a torch and see if there's anything going on in this area that I'm missing. Oh. Hello, sir. I think there was another one over here in the water that I saw. That guy. Is there anything... Yeah, why not? Let's give it a run. Let's see if there's... Let's grab a torch. Let's just get an idea of what you can see under the water when you use one. Because I think there's a couple different places we can light it when we get to the other side, so who cares? Rest, light. What do we got? We got over 2 hours of torch. Okay, so yeah, you can clearly see an edge. That's actually not a bad... I kind of like that. You know, as much as they don't use the light and dark very often, I feel like this one really makes sense because, you know, even in the first Souls, it was not always super easy to judge the edge of the continental shelf, so to speak, when you were fighting the hydras and such. So I like this. Here you go. You can sort of see. I have no shield working, so we got to be careful. So you can see there's a ooh, did they put the torch out when this went underwater? It seems to. I don't know if I can open this door, but... That's also an interesting touch that at certain depths, the water is too deep to hang onto your torch. That hit me? So again, I don't know if it's worth dealing with this ogre the whole time, but I am curious to see what else might be out there under the water. I feel like I'm looking at a lot of something there. Oop. Oh, I'm out of stamina. All right. Okay, so there's some cursed pots over there, so there must be something of interest, I would imagine. Or maybe not. Now, if your goal is just to get through, maybe it's not the worst. Oops. Yeah, there seems to be a hair of a delay. I feel like I should be checking out that direction as well. I didn't check out that way. I checked out. You know what? I have a bunch of these, don't I? Let's just do it. Who's got the time to go running all the way back to the bonfire? Nope, just put it out. Did he go off the edge when he jumped? He might have. Oh, okay. I was about to say, I think. Can't tell what I'm looking at there. Is that just window dressing, or is it actually... Wish I knew what that strong magic shield was that I picked up. Like, would that... Is that the trick to getting through here? Because it's got, like, some high magic resistance, or is it something else? Can I get in there? Is that just where the bonfire is? That's sort of what I'm leaning toward. Nope, this is going to go badly. I apologize for this tediousness, but I'm going to shoot the ogre. Or maybe what I should do is I should do this last if I get through all the other guys. You'd think you'd do more damage hitting it in, like, the head, but... trying to think. Is there anything I can do with the bows and arrows in the other area? Like, can I pop out of cover, take a shot while their magic missile's tracking, and get back into cover? You know what? Actually, let me just really quickly... Is there anything out by where the ogre was that could... This is about to get ugly, because it feels like it's a narrow path. And you got one on each side. I don't know how that person's still with us. Maybe I don't... What's the path like? It's just... Basically, it looks like as long as I stay near the columns, I'm okay. Nope, 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 nope. There we go. Whew. Oh, nice. Very nice. That was absolutely worth it. Like, even if I die out here, it's... And I can't get the souls back because I'm stupid. That feels... 100% worth it. Okay. What do we got? We got... So we're going to be up to 11 Estus. Let me see if I can be any smarter about this area here. Whoops, I fell off the platform because heights of mere inches keep you from... Turn around. Fell off the thing again. Okay. All right. At the same time, the urge to, like, you know, like Black Gulch, like, you know what, actually, I don't even care what's on the sides. I just want to get through it. That, I could see that taking over. Nope. I'm trying to see if those guys don't look like casters, though. They look like melee, so that's something at least. Now, the trick is, though, if there's a boss on the other side of that you die to, there is no fun boss run of this. This is just ass, top to bottom. Little phrase there for Black Lodge Trivia Nights Matt. Top to bottom, T to B. He uses it differently, though. Okay, so I feel like we're pretty in the clear to just mainline this first part. Not gonna lie, the door that I found behind that, I have no recollection of what's behind that or how you get to it. I appreciate things like that in Souls games where you're like, oh, I guess I need to figure some things out and hope to remember to come back. It's oops. Somebody all right. So here's a question. Am I able to... No. I was wondering if I could take shots at the melee guys downrange from somewhere over here, but it doesn't look like it yet. I don't even think I can see them. Are they like spawning in? Perfectly mistimed. Okay, so let's pull back. Oh no. Well, like we found out in the Hyde's Tower of Flame, eventually they disappear, so. Lock-on is definitely all over the place, which doesn't help. Somebody clearly got up that ramp, but is that one of those messages just like, hey, I did it? Or if there's actually a point to doing it? Elden Ring, there would probably be some fun stuff too. I mean, probably be meaningless collectibles, but give you a reason to go up there and explore. A little Pavlovian reward to get you to do something. And I'm not above Pavlovian rewards. That's what I meant to do. Nope. He bites my head off. The real Souls has started here. I don't know if there is a hot strat. Like, I don't know. It'd be cool if they're, like, hey, no, you take it this way and then you do this and then, I just don't know what it is besides don't screw up. Oh, okay. And I think they sort of revisited this idea. I'm terrible with names. In Elden Ring, there's like that swampy area, and in certain parts of that swampy area, you get a lot of mages that, start launching attacks from a decent distance. They sort of crawl around in the ground. And I can't remember what the area is called, but you also have your horse, so you can outrun a lot of things. Here, they're deliberately giving you environmental hazards to deal with, so you can't move. So it makes it a little trickier, right? Oh, there was, you know what? So I say there was I probably could have summoned help at some point along this run. Maybe that's worth doing, assuming it's like an NPC. I feel bad doing that to a player, making them help me out, thinking it's gonna be rewarding, and then I screw up and die to something stupid. I could see the run up to this boss being actually tougher than the boss itself. Oops, I fell off, so now I gotta retreat back, cover. Let's see if there's anything we can do with this. Looks like it's going to hit. If they stagger, then I could keep them in a loop so they can't cast. Oops, until I... Almost. There we go. That's one. Is this something we can repeat? It's a hell of a shot. If nothing else, though, this keeps me from having to... Am I getting shot twice? Yes, so okay, let me figure out... where that second shot's coming from. Why am I not shooting? Am I out of arrows? That's crazy. Okay. Oh, there you are. Okay, so where'd that one come from? Okay, so you see one guy spawn in there. So, okay, so that's kind of a little garbagey, right? Like, it seems like the draw distance can't actually handle... Looks like there's another one in between. Can I... You know what? I'm not going to get the range to lock on, but can I do it this way? It's good to know that I'm going to need to get more arrows. Are they all on board? Nope. God damn it! Shrine of Amana. Sung to the tune of Goldfinger. Let me think. Do I have a way to go afford more arrows? I hate to burn fire. Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter, I guess. What do I got? 9,000? Okay, let me go buy some arrows. Maybe I can upgrade my hammer while I'm... Because I think I got the last of the 4 Twinkling Titanite chunks that I needed. I'm a little bit of the way to the next one. Nice. Okay.
I'll be around.
I think I got an Estus shard, so let's deal with that.
Is that a shot? Here, to see light. However...
Okay. Let's get some arrows and I guess some life gems, or maybe just arrows. Well, no, I did burn through a lot of life gems. No, she doesn't sell.
Lively times these are.
What?
I don't need that many. Or do I just... I don't know. Because then I would never run out probably for the rest of the game, but... Yeah. Oh, well, it's too late now. Yeah, let's go get some life gems. Let's, yeah, I burned almost 30 on that
Don't
last series of failed runs, so...
Thank you.
I guess the
Kind.
key to this system where you constantly buy life gems is that you don't suck so hard on one area that you burn your whole surplus, but that might just be how I roll. Wow. Strong opening. Maybe I should be using Estus and just saving my life gems for the boss. Must be up to 11 now? Yeah. Well, as I said earlier in some of these runs, like, these later stages I almost have no recollection of, so you're sort of seeing, not literally like a first time playthrough, but like it's sort of the learning curve I would have to go through if I were trying some of this for the first time. But with the practice I've gotten playing some of the harder Souls, Souls 3 and Elden Ring. Nope, I just fell off. Now that looks like another... another wall I could break through. That's gonna kill me. There was something to the bow and arrow. Which I obviously did not take advantage of there. Not good at using the audio. They're giving me audio cues of some kind to tell when I'm about to get hit. that I'm not quite locking onto yet. I wonder if there's like a rusted iron ring in this game that I've just forgotten about that lets you have full mobility in like swampy areas. No. 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 Hmm. I wonder if there's a magic resistance ring. Whatever. How bad am I hurt? I'm not... It's not that I'm terribly injured. It's that I'm... Again, something from Demon Souls that they brought back that nobody really liked. Just a lot of interesting choices. Stop throwing elbows and hit somebody. No. Thought that was a little generous with the grab. Oh, okay. Somebody's got to pick how I die. Either you chop my head off or you disembowel me with that tongue. But somebody make a choice and stick with it. Did he drop something? What is he? Bleeding serum. Okay. Well, at least we're not making dumb mistakes on the easy part. One of these sessions I was talking about how, like, sometimes I think about, what else might I stream someday? And there's these Realms of Arcania games that are sort of CRPG interpretations of the German tabletop RPG, The Dark Eye, which I've sort of recently, started taking a look at, and I feel like there's potentially some interesting things there. Like some of the mechanics, I find they're crunchy, but I think could be kind of a good time. Kill him quickly. So I started watching some video gameplay because apparently a few years ago, it might be 5 or 6 at this point, they sort of redid one of the early ones. Sort of bumped up the graphics a little bit. Man, I can't... Sorry, it just told me I peaked. I don't understand how audio works. Like, I don't understand how I can be peaking in OBS and not even be close to peaking like on a normal Windows meter. Anyway, so I need to... So I'm starting to watch some gameplay footage. And I don't mind quirky, and I don't mind, like, janky. But I'm trying to figure out just what was going on with that original game. That'd be cool if you could farm that. Because it had some interesting things, like doing full voice acting. Who hit me? Oh, screw you. Full voice acting, but it would do the typical thing, like, since it didn't know what your name was going to be, it would leave that blank, but instead of tailoring the performance to account for that, it literally just has, like, a dead moment of air. where your name should be. But that seemed like an interesting little bit of jank. But I'm kind of just curious to like really play with the mechanics of the dark eye and see if it's any good. Just trying to judge by audio. And I'm waiting too long. Even if it, like, you know, I don't know if I would have any desire to play like a full-length Realms of Arcania game, but it'd be kind of fun to see like the dark eye mechanics at play. So again, like they're not drawing in. Can I snipe? Like, will it draw it in if I... You see they sits there so far away, they got the low frame rate movement. Now they just disappeared. Did they go down though? Nope, it's because they just stopped drawing in. There's another one over there. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, that's fine. Well, that was close. I don't know how I survived that at all, but I'll take it. I don't want him. Finally coming back. Oh, okay. I was about to say, if that hit me, I'd be pissed. Is that where you are? Okay, so I think that one's down. Can I kite this guy? Archdrake Mace. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Nope. Well, that's some horse shit. Okay. So I think... that guy's still around. kill him before I ganked. Life gem that. All right. So the short of it, none of that feels good, right? I don't think I can hug the... I'm not going to risk hugging the outside wall. Feels like this should be pretty safe. Got an ogre on the other side of this. This was pretty safe, right? Let me, can I shoot the ogre through the vines? Apparently not. Can I find a perch where I can pop that ogre from a mile away? You know what? I don't want to do this again. So let me see what's on... God damn it. Well played, Dark Souls. You filthy son of a bitch. Ah, goodness. That one's going to take a little while to recover from. I don't feel good about that at all. I often apologize for being terrible at this game, but then it seems like some people get a lot of enjoyment out of how terrible I am at this, so at least when they can watch it in a... Are you kidding me? In little chunks. 7 hours of me playing Shrine of Amana. It's probably not going to be the most fun. Okay, now... Oh, ogre getting moved, so that's good. Not sure what's going on there. So it seems like the thing that I had the most success with for Shrine of Amana is my bow and arrow and plenty of bullshit. So if that's what I need to do to get through this, then so be it. Oh, come on. Right, because you gotta go around. No. It's my own fault because I knew I was taking a chance. But, well, I mean, I said up front, like, Shrine of Amana is known for being a bunch of bullshit. And I think it's actually worse in Scholar of the First Sin. I think they actually made it even more insufferable. I'll be curious as to how, because this feels a little irritating, but... I'm going to die from that. There you go. I'm not too worried about losing the souls. That's going to be one of those cost of doing business areas here in the game. Oh, nice. Okay. I'm starting to kill these things so often that they're not coming back. So that, again, that's... for better or worse, that is a way to get through these games. Elden Ring, I've said this before, Elden Ring is my favorite for many reasons. One of the things I really like about Elden Ring is that, the idea of like, hey, if you're getting stuck here, go somewhere else and do something. And Souls games rarely have the same breadth that Elden Ring does. So I do appreciate that, like, with this, like, again, I don't think the intent was to give you a break, but if, like, hey, you might not be able to go somewhere else and do something, but you can just keep, knocking this area down until things aren't respawning, and then eventually you just waltz to the boss run, right? Okay. Now, I think I'm a ways from getting these guys cleared because well, maybe it's not crazy. It definitely happened faster than I expect sometimes. I know I'm definitely not nearly as close with this round because I don't always hit every single one every time I get through, so... let's see. So it's sort of a bit of a trick, right? They're trying to get you to go right at them, when the reality is you need to go around. Nope. Really curious what's on the other side of that fog wall and if it's going to just maul me. So what I was saying, like, again, like OBS, I have no idea why. It's showing me comfortably in the yellow, but occasionally touching the red, which I guess is what you sort of want when you stream. It doesn't really matter so much when you record. But on my audio device, my audio interface, like, I'm not even coming close to the red. I'm well within the green and a bit of yellow. I wonder if I just do that. Oh, interesting. I wonder if maybe I'm too hot there. No, that's, well, whatever. There's a fader on my audio interface for my microphone, and I thought the only thing it did is it controlled the levels for monitoring. Maybe it's recording levels. So I'll have to see if I remember to look at that part. So I'm starting to get through... Oops. Again, I'm not proud, but I'm okay with it. Yeah, it's one of those things like, I do some of this technical stuff for a living, but it doesn't mean I always understand it. perfectly, and so sometimes there's disconnects that I just don't quite follow. Like, why can I show like in Adobe Audition that I'm recording at like a negative 15 kind of, and then on OBS I'm like hitting a peak or something, you know? It's hard to say. Nope. Sort of an unnerving sound they make when they die. Can't remember. Was it better to do this one with bows? I feel like this one I can get to, but I don't know what it does triggering magic attacks downstream. Feels like it sets them off, so. Let me see if I can. No, so close to making my way back. All right, let's part of why I was talking about, like, oh, I wonder if there's like a strategy or a trick or blah blah blah, is because I was hoping I could sort of piece it together on this run so that when I got to Scholar, I'd have a little bit of a leg up. And so maybe bow and bullshit is one pro tip, but I feel like a lot of this is still a bit of brute force, which isn't exactly the path I was hoping to be stuck with. I wonder if I should effigy up and see what that summon was. I feel like I've sort of lost track of that. Okay, so didn't need to do that. Okay, that's a little bit of the horse shit, but that's okay. Come on, shoot. Nope. I can't tell. Is it gone? Yeah, okay. The other thing I'm learning is that the life gems are not fast enough. Okay, so that still hit me, I guess. That's surprising. So we got a couple things going on here. We got this guy right there. Again, why is that hurting? Can you not roll through the spells, or is that just my adaptability not giving me iframes, or I'm not sure what's going on there. Oh, there it is. Can you not roll through it? You have to roll laterally. Of course, it just fell off. I don't know if I can get back up. Okay. I don't know what the right answer is for this is, but this feels like this is clearly not how this is meant to go. All right, can I kite this guy? Now, last time, the caster didn't really do much once this guy got triggered. I know she can heal. Can I still shoot, though? And so we could probably do this all day. Nope. Okay. You know what? Let's effigy up. Just get my full health back because I don't know what's on the other side. Let's Radiant Life Gem it. Here's a question. Do I go back and do I get the summons? I'll just give it a shot. I mean, at this point, I could probably go get the summons because I've killed them so many times that... I feel like that's going to just burn through my equipment. Trying to see underneath. Is that a is that like an insect that the mushroom is riding on? Because the other question is there a way to just run past her? Is it every time you die you got to deal with taking it out? Well, I definitely effigied too soon. I forgot about this part. I thought that was the end, to be honest with you. Sure. Oh. Oh, yeah, just gonna burn through your... I think I have to go rest, and I have to, you know what I might, you know what I might do? I might switch over to Scholar, and at least get through that first chunk. I honestly, I can't believe there's a second portion of that.
I knew.
Do I have enough money to? Okay, so I can't just go blazing
I'll be
in
around if you make it back.
to take that guy out. Okay, so let's get back here. Let's get it set up to move forward, and then let's yeah, let's jump over to Scholar and see how that first part is different. Because again, my memory is supposed to be worse. So let's take care of that. Okay, so here we are. It's Scholar. You see, we're at 118 for the other guy, 123 here. Roughly the same amount of time, just under 20 hours. So I feel like 20-hour game is sort of a lost art. Maybe I just don't play the right games, but you know, I often lamented that. Okay, so that's different. They're going to put some bodies up here for you to deal with. the example I always call up because I really had a good time with it is the first Fable game. Maybe the other Fable games were also like 20-hour-ish affairs, but Fable 1 I really enjoyed, and it never wore out its welcome. And so Souls games, when you can sort of get through them with some degree of competence, you know, being a 20-hour, 25-hour, that's a good number. Holiday season, you know, I'm recording this now. It's the new year. It's 2024. So, of course, Happy New Year's to everybody. I forgot to say that earlier. Over the holidays, you know, we weren't able to get nearly as much done as we hoped. You know, we took a week off from our recording. My intention is usually to try and keep this stuff going, like. So you can see they've added sparkle to the guys in the water. Now, I don't know if that means they're gonna. I don't know if that means they've also added more of them since they tip their hand. So, like, trying to lock it. There's a guy actually punching you in the face. Lock onto him. But it's sort of good to get back in the swing of these. The one thing I'm trying to figure out still is I want to stream some more. Why would you disengage the lock-on when you were right about to attack? I'd like to stream some more Darklands. I have to figure out how and when because of, again, being on camera, it can be tricky. And I can't always tell how long I'm going to have. These I can, as I've said before, I can piece together. Like when I look up how to do a thing in Drang Lake in between a loading screen. But the trick with Darklands, though, is that I feel like I'm at a bit of a wall. So I'm not quite sure what to do. I don't want to stream grinding or resetting my party or all the things that I might do. And I don't know how I feel about using a character editor to give my team like 500 health potions. Like I've truly enjoyed playing it, but there's certain aspects of the game that, you know, I'm not actually, you know, I'm not looking to just grind for 20 hours to get money in a, you know, since the formula and the recipes are all random, it's hard to know where to go or how to speed that part up.
We knew you were, and we are.
Okay.
We were, we know, and one. Do you see what we fully when we there? Is that perhaps this is all when we
Okay, I think so. We got the smooth and silky. That's basically all she can do. It's interesting that they're willing to help. Now, was this something I missed in the last run? So I'm looking off in the distance. First of all, it seems like the draw distance is a little better. So that might be one advantage of a Scholar, so you're not dealing with the same issues I was dealing with. Oh, did I unequip my bow? You know, I picked up a Huntsman's bow. Short bow, Bellkeeper bow. Okay, it's a low strength requirement, I assume. Hunter's black bow. Designed for long distances, difficult to handle at first. What is it I need? Oh, I don't have 25 dex. Okay, well, let's bust out the plenty of arrows. So that should help. Oh well. Oh, right. I have enough Twinkling Titanite to max out. Yeah, maybe when I get to the next bonfire. Yeah, because I think I should have another Estus shard. Nope, it's not gone. Okay. I wonder if there's anything else that I need to Twinkling Titanite up. All right, let's see. So we've got the thing right there still. This guy's going right off the bat with a bow, so that's probably... Daniel Isaac seems like a normal player, but that'd be nice to get the help. So yeah, let's up the Twinkling Titanite, the hammer, for future use. There we go. This should be it. Yeah, I think once you get it to +5 with the Twinkling Titanite, that's it. What else do we got that can... Demon's Great Hammer, Strength of 50. I don't have that. Grim Great Hammer. Old Knight Hammer, was that one that was really good? There's a couple that are really good out there that I just can't recall. Black Knight Halberd, I don't have Dex. I should really be pumping up some deck so I can use these Black Knight weapons. I'll have to remember that. I'll forget, but I don't think that's the shield's worth a slab.
I'll be around.
Sure. You know what? Let me take a look at. I don't. Not that I can do much pyromancy, but let me see what's going on with that.
Oh, I'm here. You even were the only thing I could.
Interesting. Can you do both? I wonder what spells. Fire, lightning, dark. I've already got some of these. Or is that what she has? I have 0. Yeah, I don't know if it'll help, but
It was apparent I faced the most. The number.
that is funny.
I'm always here.
Okay.
Come and see me when you.
I doubt I have enough to get a level, but that would be kind of funny. Or fun. I'm not even going to be close, but okay. Let me see if did I pick up the Estus shard? Is that what's when you...
There until
Nope. Okay. Did I not run around? I think I did run around the side to get the item I chopped down. Okay. All right, let's see how we do. Did we learn anything? Hopefully we learned something, right? Okay. So there's a little more going on there. You know, instead of just having the guy harmlessly over here, you have to actually deal with him. That looks like it's one of the, guys from Hyde's Tower Knight Flame. So that is going to be how... These guys aren't glowing. I wonder why they don't glow and the other guys did. So I'm going to go down. So, okay, so we got that thing. Feels like we got more mages. Kind of like a fucking Dragon Rider boss over there. So maximum comedy is on the menu. So let me... I feel badly doing this to a human being. Summoning them in to help me when I'm still terrible at the level. Although I like to believe that they wouldn't volunteer, so to speak, if they weren't into it. So there's one. Where'd the other guy come from? There we go. Okay, so where do you want to fight this guy? You want to fight this guy... You want to lock on? Now, if you remember when I was doing the hide... These were the ones I liked the least. I was the worst at them. The one with the shield was easiest. Okay, I'm watching a guy go up there. Doesn't seem to be any advantage to that, but... What I need to do is I need to pick off some of these guys before I go out there. Alright, do I have a clear run to the mage? Probably not. Nope. Wait, is there a second mage? No, that's... Okay. I mean, still really ugly. They repositioned that one up ahead. It used to be, I think, on the island just on the other side of the gate, so it wouldn't interact with you on this side of the fight. But now it seems to be... Unless they added an extra. It seems like they just moved it back a little bit. I think that one's new. So yeah, you can see the guy over there that blocks the entrance, I guess, to that door. What are we doing on arrows? Okay, we got plenty of arrows. So that sort of looks the same. It's just, yeah, this one got moved back a little bit. Maybe they added an extra one in that tunnel. That guy being on the move seems different. Because I feel like... Maybe not. I'm nervous that because he's patrolling, I'm going to have to worry about him on this side. Can't remember, was there something on the other side of this hut? I know those are like the cursed jars. And I thought I saw a summon sign. Lone Hunter Schmidt. That feels like that could be NPC. Again, I hate I hate being terrible to a human player because I'm so bad at this. This seems... No. Yeah, let's see what we can start doing with our bow. So now there's more guys over there, which makes me wonder if there's still an ogre inside. Also, it looks like they made it so you can get onto the... Okay, so that might be the healing one that I took a shot at. I guess not. Alright, I thought I could... Well, I obviously did it once, but... Okay. Can I take a shot at you? Doing much less damage, I think, with my bow. Felt like I dodged that. Now again, I don't mind tanking like these shots if the Schmidt guy can go take some shots as well. I just don't see that happening. In fact, where is Schmidt? And do I know him well enough to call him Schmitty? What are you dealing with? Nope. Next question I was about to ask is, do I just go for the fog gate if there's a bonfire on the other side of it? Oh, you're not down? Let me switch over to the hammer to deal with this guy real quick. Wow. It's a tough lock on to get, I guess. I'm standing there like 8 feet away from him. I should have been, dealing with these guys. Okay. Okay, it's coming from the other side of that pillar, and then there's another one on that side of the pillar. Here we go. Okay. probably not an actual thing. Okay. Okay, this is going to go badly. I'm going to die. Yep. Okay. I guess I'll probably have to effigy again if I want to get the summoned help. I wonder if there's any... The help was inside that. Nope, okay. Oh. That was just a series of bad decisions on my part. All right. Oh, I disagree with that call. Oh, really? Okay. But where from? Now, I did get an invasion. On one of the runs in vanilla. It wasn't forlorn, though. Okay. I wonder how they determine when Forlorn shows up. Is it like a pursuer kind of thing where it's just every once in a while that's going to happen? Oh, okay. So I definitely can't... No. Nope. I definitely can't go get that creature. See if I can get this shot. Okay, good enough. And then I'll deal with that statue. Perfect. Yeah, for some reason I can't get a lock on that statue, even with my lightning bolt when I'm right next to it. Not sure why, but yeah, you gotta... It swings on a delay. There we go. Okay. So we could probably, I wonder if we could go around the outside. You see that guy right there, but I'm wondering if that path has any advantage to taking out these mages. Or is it just sort of like a gotcha if you give it a try? Feels like you want to take the inside road. Did I go in there before? Let me see if I can... Nope. Pop this guy, and then at least take a gander at what's going on in there. Try to see if there's something in the middle there. Nope. Oh, it's empty. So if you go through the middle, you might just fall. Man, you hate to use them because there's, okay, let's keep going with the... Okay, so I can't tell if that actually got me anything. Does it? I feel like I'm doing a lot less damage with this bow now. I don't know if it's just because I never upgraded it in the same way, or did I... Is there something really... Did they change something? Okay. So I don't want to deal with the ogre. So yeah, clearly I'm not going to get the offer for help, but I don't know if it was really helping me much out to begin with. I mean, it can't hurt to have the help, but I don't know if it was getting me much. Kept getting tangled up with guys in the water. So I feel like this part of it feels a little... Easier is not the right word. Chaotic, maybe. I feel like it front loads the mages a little more. At least from what I'm seeing here. So hopefully I can kill it. And then roll out of it. But I still got hit. But it did go down. So let me see if I can now kite this guy over. They moved the healer mage over there. So that's going to be a little trickier to get to. Because they put the other mage behind it. So the question is, can I snipe past mage 1 to hit mage 2? Enough to actually kill mage 2. Can I kite this guy? This could get pretty ugly. Okay, so we've got a bit of a path to... Although you can see if you go straight for it, you'll die. So one thing you can do is you could probably get above... At least now if I get this bonfire, I can... If I want to go back, I can go backwards. Let me see. As we figured out, you don't want to just run through the big guy's stuff to fight him because you'll take hits. Your armor will break. Still can't lock on. Why is the range so short on this? Wow. Can you run by? No. Okay. So what I'm going to do is... I'm going to rest at the bonfire because I probably just tanked my armor a little bit. And... I might have enough here. Let me see if this might get me enough for a level. Let me just travel, see if we can spend those souls, and we'll pop back in to vanilla. I haven't really been trying. Yeah, we're just shy. 42 souls. Let me see if I behind the manor are some pigs. See if I can get 42 souls from them. Am I getting 20? Should do it.
Bearer until hope.
And let's do vigor endurance up to 40. The faith, you know, it's not doing a ton of extra damage for my lightning stuff, and attunement to cast more spells is kind of like eh. So let's get back to the Shrine of Amana. Okay, cool. Let's pause this for a sec, and then yeah, when we come back, we'll be in vanilla. Okay, so we are back in the vanilla version of Dark Souls 2, so we can give Shit Show Part B a try. So what do you think the trick is? Do I literally have to do this section buck naked as to not put my armor at risk? Or do I have to bow and arrow it for 20 minutes every time I want to run by? Neither option sounds awesome, to be honest with you. Hmm. Yeah. I mean, this works decently enough, but holy cow. This is vanilla, right? Like, okay, that's a waste. So now I gotta go repair everything, and I guess we're gonna bow and arrow it every single time. The thing about the Gulch is that it was relatively short. Wow. Seriously? Okay, so it's telling me I need 7,000-ish souls. Oh my
I'll be
god.
around if you make it.
Okay, well at least... Okay, so it's a total waste of that item, but what are we going to do?
I'll be around if you make it back.
Arrows. No, you know what? Let's just go for it. Did I do any pyromancy
I'm glad to.
on this end? Probably did. See, Flash Sweat could have been useful back in the Iron Keep. I don't know if it's worth going back for.
I'm always here. So come and...
Okay, so let's do this. I guess that answers that question. They all have small insects underneath them. I'm gonna human effigy it just to see, just to keep an eye out for summoning signs. Not that I'm expecting one right away, but what I will add is that this is insufferable. Okay, so now I feel like... Oh, no, because this is vanilla. I was about to say, I feel like I'm back to doing the damage I was doing, but that's because... I guess it's not that different. I thought it was... It's like 104. I was doing 90-something in the other one. So maybe it's not actually significant. It's interesting that there seems like a glowy thing up there. Yeah. Who knows, right? Oops. Okay, I need to get somewhere else. Where can I go? Oh, what's that over there? All right. Oh. Can't tell if that's a human being or not. Hoping not. Because I really don't have the patience. That doesn't sound like a PC. That sounds like an NPC. So it feels like I can get to that hut. I don't know what the point is, but... So I'm trying to see, is there a gap? Can I go around? Nope. God damn it. All right. I was expecting to see the hut in front of me. But alas, that did not happen. Nope. You know, it's interesting. I was reading something online, and just some random thoughts where it's like a Reddit post maybe. And it was talking about different weapons in this game, and one of the posts described the Claymore as typically overrated. Like, you know, because I think at one point I was talking about the differences Bastard Sword, Claymore, and I thought on some level the Claymore might be better. But it was interesting to read somebody, but I've always preferred the Bastard Sword, and I can't even remember why at this point. So it was interesting to hear somebody talk about it and go the other way. This really is the worst. I really thought that last section was A, the worst of it, and B, the last of it. How am I doing on 84? At some point I'm gonna probably run out of arrows. The rate I'm sucking. I wonder if this is made easier by being a mage class. Like, is the fact that I'm mostly melee what's dooming me? I mean, the bow and arrow, though, is working great. It's just... Yes, I apologize for that last death. I guess I need to go one more. I was trying to get over to that hut. this the boss? Huh. Range battle and sorcery. 2 things. Well, I have some lightning. Is that it? I'm not to. Not that I necessarily want there to be more, but I feel like. Feels like there is more, and I'm just blatantly missing it. Oh, that twin blade might be something. Twin blades seem to be really good weapons that I never never use. I feel like there's an edge right there that I need to be careful of. That's a sorcery that's good. Homing's Crystal Soul Mass. How am I doing on these? Let me pop one. So you gotta be, yeah, really careful. So I feel like this is the other side of that cliff, right? We were able to come around and get the one over there. So it feels like there's other structures. Kind of lose. Okay, so like out there, is that a structure we can actually get to? Or is it just window dressing? Yeah, maybe that's it. Just to make sure we're at full health. Love the soundtrack. I'm wondering if the boss is like a frog thing. I don't have magic and I don't have range, so let's give it a shot and see what happens, I guess. Is that what's singing? No, it's not doing anything. No, it's definitely not going to do anything. So yeah, the gimmick is you got to hit him in the face when it's exposed. Anywhere else doesn't really hurt him. When he covers up, basically there's nothing you can do. But that's why you need ranged, right? Because otherwise you're right in the way of his arms. That didn't do much. Looks like that was a physical attack, so I could tank it. Oh. Nope. At least there wasn't a total one-shot kill. Oh, oof. Oh, come on. Not sure I agree with that. Now, it makes you wonder, was this the creature that was actually singing? In which case, the thing I was saying, like, it would be interesting if, like, it didn't match. And it definitely doesn't in this case. Key to the embedded. Oh, key to the embedded. That was the guy at the top of the elevator. Did I miss the exit? I mean, I could just homeward bone and stuff, but it feels like they would put a... They'd put a thing here. Yeah, let me make sure I didn't miss something. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, so this was the structure. Okay. Oh, interesting. I did not expect to be going down even further. I expected we'd probably go back up. So I guess technically speaking, I mean, these are other areas, but it feels like it's sort of all like Triangle Lake Castle adjacent. It's all sort of connected to the same structure, I guess. I also confess I have no idea where I am. Oh, okay. Met him. So I wonder if some of that was alluding to the events of Dark Souls 1 when the like Lord of Light banished darkness. Does that mean they're sort of assuming that rekindling the fire was the ending, or was it that the dark ending was canon because somebody eventually ended it? Humans took a new form. Let's spend these souls. I'm gonna just check to make sure my stuff didn't get at risk or anything for repairs.
I knew you.
Okay, good. Let's just check reinforcing just to be safe. I don't think there's anything. Yeah, the Ultra Great Sword we didn't mess around with as much, turning it into a lightning anything. We're still shy a couple there. Doesn't really matter if we get that going, I guess. Yes, yes, yes. Dexterity. That's what I need to pump points into. So that I could try some halberds out.
Don't waste my time.
Sure. Plus that'll help a little bit with damage, I guess.
Until
Because strength's not going to matter too much. Faith doesn't seem to be doing a crazy amount. So we need to get this up to 26. Now we got a long way to go. Okay. What does the Black Knight halberd use? Let's find that out real quick. Nope.
What? You again?
Swinkling time. Yeah, but I'm trying to get the hammer up. I feel like I'd want to get the hammer up before I got this up. So let's focus on that.
Don't waste my time.
So let us get back to... I'm not even sure where we're supposed to... Yeah, so we'll set this up, and then we'll head over to Sins, Scholar of the First Sin, and see if we can... I'm kind of curious. I don't recall... Like I said, my memory is terrible about most things after the first couple of levels. Specifically... I remember bits and pieces up to, like, the Rat King kind of thing. Okay. You know what? Yeah. Jog my memory just a little bit, but not a ton. So let me back out of this, and we'll jump back in. Scholar, hopefully get through it and wrap up the Shrine of Amana. Okay, so we are back now, hopefully in Scholar. Hopefully I loaded the right one. If this is +5, we are. Okay, good, good. All right. Let's give this a shot. It wasn't nothing in vanilla, but it wasn't brutal. So I'm hoping I have similar luck here. Ooh, nice shot, sir. All right. Okay, so let's What do I got? 146. Hopefully that gets me through. All right. So we're going to take it nice and slow. We'll stick with picking things off with a bow. No? So, yeah, I can't tell if that's one that actually heals instead of... Where's the guy taking shots at me? There we go. Ooh, that was a good shot. Oh, no, because it was doubling up the numbers. That's why it looked so high. Okay. $17's not much. Let me see if there's something else I can do here. I hesitate to do that, but at the same time, I'm trying to save. I'd love to knock that one off the edge. There we go. I mean, I certainly have the arrows, I think, to chip away at 16. It's just, holy cow. Now, why didn't it let me do a second swing? Now, I'm trying to see if can that caster actually attack me. So I'm getting the sparkles, which tell me something's probably there in the water. Yep. Okay. So I want to take this back so that the ranged spells don't have the same value. Nope. Not bad, okay. Okay. I can't tell if she has any inherent abilities other than healing something around her. It's not letting me do the sort of hunt and peck lock on to see if anything's under the water. The Red Iron Twin Blade, yeah. One day I'll actually try out real weapons and... what I'm going to do is what I'm going to do last time. I'm going to pop a flame butterfly so I don't just walk off the edge like an idiot. But I want to get that item just to get it. I don't even recall what it is. Did I miss it on the other side? I might have. And then what I'll do is I'll get to the hut. I think I'm... I was going to say I think I'm clear, but then I started to see something in the water and realized it didn't have to be the case yet. But I'm getting close. And hopefully we have the same kind of like we did here as we did with vanilla. I confess I don't understand the significance of that, but that's okay. Lore-wise, I mean. So I'm going to pop an effigy, because again, on this run I've got a ton. Let's do one of these, because we have the most of them. Got most of our Estus. I don't know if I had to burn one or not, but... yeah, I guess the demon song, the song demon or whatever, is the one doing the singing, not the women in the... that we've encountered. You can even... yeah, I guess you can see the mouth. I'm gonna heal up just because I have a window there, just to cap off in case I get grabbed. I don't want to. Okay, or I get just plowed into. I guess it's the secret to roll away from that. I definitely couldn't tank it there, but I felt like when I tried to roll away from it in the past, I got wrecked anyway. There we go. Okay, cool. I know I've been on record. I prefer, like, strong lore bosses, even if it means they end up being gimmicks. I'd rather have gimmick bosses that are a little easier than super hardcore dual bosses every single time that maybe are, I don't know, less lore interesting. Okay, so that's new. I think here... we just ran for it last time. Looks like we got a basilisk over there. I don't even know if we can get over there. It might be interesting to see if that's possible. This makes sense, so I don't mind this change myself, I have to say. You'd put a King's Guard or something there if it mattered. Oh, an interesting, okay, a halberd. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to light that bonfire, and then I'm going to come back. Oh, no, because it's up a long elevator ride. So here's where you get to watch me do something intensely stupid. Because I didn't even think to check this out. Okay. Fragrant branch of yore might be in order. Make sure it's not a mimic. Yeah, I might have to make sure I come back and check this out. Oh, interesting. So is this a branching path? Okay, so not yet. I guess at some point, maybe... Okay, so I definitely want to unlock this in the other game, because at some point I have a feeling I'm going to have to return. Oh, God, you know what? I don't trust myself. Okay, so let me take the elevator up, get the bonfire going to the crypt. Oh, down, I guess. I know in the past I've debated, like, what am I going to do about the DLC? I'm really feeling like I'm ready for this one to be done. I did find this dialogue interesting with this guy, you know, hinting at what seemed like he was hinting at parts of Dark Souls 1, etc., etc. I wonder what happens if you say no. I tend to say yes to everything, but... Not sure if you can hear it. Apologies. There's a dog going absolutely ballistic outside, so if you can hear it, sorry about that. I'm going to do something really quick. I just want to jump over to Drang Lake Castle. I just want to go unlock the embedded really quickly. And then I'll go take care of that in vanilla. Maybe I'll do that off camera really quickly. But I'm genuinely curious if there's a connection between the women we were seeing in the Shrine of Amana and the woman who's imprisoned up top here at the heights of the tower. And I do really, it's kind of gross in a way, but I think it's a really interesting idea to have the lock be this embedded in a creature. Oh, we're not messing around with that key, huh? I think she's the one that was down in Amana, right? Okay. Ring of the Dead. I wonder what's going on there. Let's check it out really quickly. Not sure. Does it just put the new ones? No. Ring of the Dead. The wearer of this ring appears human even when hollow. Oh, interesting. Okay. So that's how she's maintaining her appearance, I guess. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll head back down. Oh. Makes me now wonder if I missed something up top and I'm gonna have to go back up. Yeah, I apologize. I wasn't expecting to hear the singing. I figured whatever was happening there happened, and now we'll need to... Apologies. I find the way Souls games do NPC quests to be really fascinating. It's hard because they don't make it easy in any way, right? It's so easy to either screw up the sequencing or miss something or miss a quest line entirely. But when you have one come together, even if you Google it or whatever, like, Siegmeyer's quest line in the first Dark Souls, like, just because you never know when it's going to pop up, right? You never know. Ooh, Siegmeyer. Oh, wow. Okay, he's sitting out here. Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, Siegmeyer's now being, his daughter's looking for. It's just. So when it happens organically, I wish maybe that's the trick, is they need to make it happen a little more organically. Just so it's easier for the players to enjoy the content. I mean, I don't want them to start like making it so you enjoy all the content the way some games do. I like how they, leave things there for you to discover or to go back to on another playthrough because you missed it and you Googled something and realized there was a whole other area. But it's always a nice surprise when it happens. So I guess that's all I'm trying to say. So we're going to start pumping more points into Dexterity. We're going to get that up to 26 minimum. So we could try the Black Knight Halberd. And because I think it scales with faith just like
Until hope has
lightning does. I hope. Ooh, it's even worse here. Okay, so I'm $5 grand short. Let me see if I picked up any like Lost Warrior Souls or something to get that extra $5 grand. 4.5. I feel like I was burning through that stuff. Oh, no. Here we go. Cool.
bear her up until
Perfect. All right. So I think we're going to start wrapping this up. We'll call Shrine of Amana done. We'll call that another section. Next time we'll tackle the Undead Crypt entrance. But I think it lived up to its reputation in my mind as being a kind of a pain in the ass area. I obviously really struggled with it at first in vanilla and sort of smoothed it out by the end. But yeah, it was definitely a tricky area, and I'm glad to have it over with. But otherwise, yeah, this has been Black Lodge Trivia Night as always. Thanks again for checking it out. If you're watching this, you've already found us on YouTube. If you want to like and subscribe or comment or do whatever, go nuts. We appreciate it. Main thing is that we're an actual play podcast of tabletop RPGs. Videos of those are on here as well, but if you prefer audio versions of those or our RPG discussion podcast, just search Black Lodge Trivia Night wherever you get your podcasts, and we should show up. So, as always, I really appreciate it. Thanks again, and take care.